I'm Jason Arsenault, former law enforcement, husband, old dad, and entrepreneur. And I was a police officer for 15 years. And I've seen something that most people never talk about. Cops who survive the job only to die within 5 years of retirement. Heart attack, stroke, cancer, sleep apnea, neurodegeneration. Why does this happen? It's not a coincidence. It's the cost of living in survival mode for 2+ decades. Let me break it down for you. You live on shift work. Cortisol stays high. You never really come down. You don't sleep, but you drink coffee to get through it. You absorb trauma, but you never discharge it. You're on call mentally, even when you're at home. That's HPA access overload. And eventually, failure. Here's what happens step by step. Cortisol is protective at first, but over time, it suppresses melatonin, disrupts your sex hormones, wrecks digestion, and that leads to gut dysfunction, hormone imbalance, inflammation, low testosterone. And no one is teaching you this. They just say, take your blood pressure meds. See you next year. That's not a plan. That's surrender. The FDN teaches a concept most doctors ignore. It's called vital reserve. Think of it as your internal power supply. It's what your body uses to bounce back from stress, illness, anything. But every shift, every trauma, every year of poor sleep, you're draining that reserve. Not overnight, but steadily, quietly. So what happens when you retire? The badge is off, the radio's silent, the stress finally stops. Your body lets go. And if there's nothing left in the reserve, it collapses. What does that look like? Heart disease, neuroinflammation, autoimmunity, unprocessed trauma, sudden health events within 5 years of retirement. It's a pattern and it's predictable. A lot of guys think, I'll start TRT. Testosterone will fix it. It helps, but it's patchwork unless you fix the terrain. Here's what actually works. The 5 elements of the DRESS protocol. Diet. Eliminate food sensitivities. Fix blood sugar. Reduce inflammation. Reset. Recover your circadian rhythm. Build REM and deep sleep. Exercise. Rebuild your capacity, not just your intensity. Stress reduction. Process trauma. Retrain your nervous system. Supplements. Use them to restore function, not mask symptoms. That's what I'm doing, and that's why I created the Alpha Protocol, to help men like us rebuild after the mission. This isn't about self-care or soft wellness nonsense. This is about resilience, recovery, and a new mission. If you served in uniform, you're not just a civilian now. You're a man with battle damage, and you need a structured path back. So here's what I'm offering. Join the Alpha Brotherhood. Get functional lab testing. No guesswork, just real data. Follow the DRESS recovery system. Daily and weekly challenges designed for men who won't settle. And a mission that makes your next chapter stronger than the last. If you're a cop, military vet, firefighter, paramedic, or high-stress operator, this isn't optional. You either rebuild intentionally or you collapse eventually. Subscribe to this channel, drop a comment with the word rebuild, and I'll send you the next steps. We don't talk, we train, and we recover with precision. Don't fade, dominate. This is the Alpha Protocol.